Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, and I got a question for you folks. Have you ever thought what it would be like if you had a Pentium 3 system, let's say, like this one, with a Voodoo 3 video, Sound Blaster 16, basically one of the most ideal vintage PC gaming computers you can have. Well, let's say you decide one day you want to completely cripple those capabilities. Well, my friend, I got the answer for that, and that's a little OS called Windows NT Workstation 4. Yeah, this is an OS I tend to avoid. I know it was very popular back when it came out, among businesses and corporations and that like, and some power users too, I'm sure. But there's some compatibility issues with it when it comes to certain games, and it's missing a few features that its Windows 9X contemporaries, or counterparts I should say, had at the same time. So we're going to install it on this Ultimate 9X machine and just see how crippled we can make this computer. Right now we're running a sensible operating system, Windows 98 2nd Edition. So we'll go ahead and shut it down. And I'm going to swap SD cards, because I don't want to harm my precious 98 install. And let's go ahead and turn her on. Hopefully the DVD drive will open. Sometimes the DVD drive on this computer likes to be a little stubborn. Get it rebooting again. Okay, disk boot failure, of course, but now I've got the CD in the drive. Now, theoretically, I believe NT4 is a bootable CD. Okay, maybe we have to reboot it. Now, I thought it was bootable. So why isn't it booting, I wonder? Okay, trying a different CD seems to have helped. Now it's booting just fine. From what I recall, the setup for Windows NT4 is not too different from, let's say, 2000 or XP. So it should be pretty familiar. I think the formatting and partitioning section may be a little bit different. And of course, with this being an SD card, we are going to set it up with FAT32 and not NTFS. What an exciting splash screen, folks. Keep forgetting how much memory's in this computer. It must be 448. Alright, nothing out of the ordinary here. Okay, now that's something I'm not used to. I'll tell it to continue. Continue setup. Page down. It forces us to read it. Well, kind of forces it. So yeah, this part's a little bit different. So we'll create a partition. And maximum size is a gigabyte, which That's kind of peculiar. This is a 32 gig SD card, but it seems like I remember NT4 being quirky that way. And we'll use the FAT file system, of course. And we'll install into WinInit. We'll skip the hard drive test. Okay, this is more like 2000 and XP. I have used NT4 before, but I've just never had a reason to use it because it's, compared to Windows 9X, it's just not much use of it for me. Even compared to Windows 2000, Windows 2000's to me is a more solid NT version in this. At least 2000 has a plug and play and device manager. Yes, that's right, NT4 does not have any of that. Whereas the current 9X version at the time of NT4's release, which was 95, had plug and play and a device manager. What a wonderful idea. Okay, wants us to remove the CD. And we will press enter to reboot. What? Missing operating system? How? We just installed it. We just installed an OS. Okay, we got it working. I just had to completely reformat and reinstall. I don't know why that was the case, but anyway, we're working. We're having our first boot. Of course, we're going to be going into the second part of setup. And as you can see, it looks very Windows 95-esque, the same background and everything. And it wants our CD. Okay, let it load up. There we go. Yeah, Windows NT4 was famous for its very dark, nighttime looking atmosphere. We'll do custom. Amen. Carolina Flyer. I don't need an emergency repair disk. We'll take all this stuff. Now I'm just going to set up networking. And let's see if it'll detect our network card. Let me find the disk. Okay, we'll just go with this driver. That looks right to me. And we'll definitely take TCP/IP, all that good stuff. Auto sense. We'll just go with the defaults. Like I said, it's not as Windows NT4 doesn't hold your hand. Okay, maybe it'll start the network, maybe it won't. Okay, all that looks good. And now we can finish setting up. Okay, I am in the Eastern time zone. Yeah, that's best we're going to get for now for graphics until we install the driver for 3D effects. If it'll work, I don't know. Get a lot of the same sound effects and MIDI files as Windows 95, so that's good. And we even get Space Cadet Pinball. Hey, at least it gives us that. I think we're about done, and we are. Alright, we should see a full Windows NT 4 install next time we boot. Hopefully the network works, because I got drivers that are needed for this computer on there. I imagine, in theory, the sound card should work. It's a generic Sound Blaster 16 plug and play, so in theory it should work, but oh, wait. My fault. Forgot to take the network card disc out. NT4 has a very interesting way to start the OS. What a beautiful splash screen. Best one Microsoft's ever done. That's some sarcasm there. Oh yeah, we gotta do a Control-Alt-Delete to log in. We'll just put my name there. Okay, apparently we have to go in as an administrator. Remember, I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to NT4. Okay, no startup sound, but as you can see from this desktop, it looks almost completely identical to Windows 95. Okay, network is working, so we'll map the network drive. At least that's working. Okay. Go to drivers. First we will try to get our Voodoo 3 working. I see it says driver 9X up there. Maybe this will... Okay, it's not happy. I think these drivers were designed only for Windows 9X, so I will have to hunt down some more appropriate drivers. Okay, I don't know if this will work or not. One thing I did forget about is that we are on Windows NT4 Service Pack 1. We probably should upgrade to Service Pack 6 before doing this, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know enough about NT4. Okay. I don't think it did anything. Maybe it'll auto-detect it. Oh, nope. Yeah, I don't even see it here. This is going to be fun. Things I do for you guys. Okay, did it dump it on the C drive, I wonder? Maybe this is it. Access denied. Huh. Maybe I need to manually unpack it on my main computer. Okay, I manually unzipped it on my main computer. Let's try it this way. Okay, looking promising. Yeah, we'll go ahead and restart. By the way, I'm surprised the Sound Blaster's not working out of the box. I do have some drivers. Maybe that'll take care of it. Okay, looks like we got a higher color depth now. I'll wait for it to boot. I probably should go ahead and expand the drive to FAT32 and the full 32 gigs, but I'm afraid I may break something. I don't want to have to go through the whole setup process again, so we may just leave it as is. This is not a permanent install. I guess it kind of has plug and play. Maybe. Okay, I don't know why it's wanting more drivers. I'm not going to restart. I already did that. 65536 colors, huh? That's a new one to me. We'll take it to true color, 1024 by 768. See if that'll work. Don't know why the taskbar did that. That's kind of crazy. Let's see if we can get some sound out of this thing. Maybe if we just tell it it has a sound blaster. Let's see, it should have it in there already. I don't know if this will do it or not. Needs CD again. So much fun today in this video. Okay, sound card cannot be found. You know what? Let's just install my own drivers that I have for here. I don't know if this will work or not. This is for Windows 95. Maybe it has come on. Okay, we'll try another one. Well, this is for an AWE64, but better not do that. I might have to look those up as well. I should have known what I was getting myself into. Okay, it looks like the folks at Creative themselves still hosted a driver on their site, so we'll give it a try. Let's see, we're gonna have to, oh yeah, I forgot we can't do it that way because there's no device manager. This is really giving me Windows 3.1 vibes, and yet I still prefer Windows 3.1. Okay, we'll do that one. Port is in use by another part of the system. What are you talking about? Oh. Sound Blaster 16, the most compatible sound card there is, isn't working. Because it's quite simple. This is NT4. Nothing makes sense. I don't understand. None of these ports work. Why is that? Can you hear the frustration in my voice, by the way? I'm legitimately getting frustrated here. Yeah, use the current. Oh, what's using 220? On the other operating systems I use on this computer, 220 is for the sound card. So, what is Windows NT thinking? And it's using all these ports for something. Okay, got an idea. I should have done this before we did anything else. We're going to upgrade to Service Pack 6. Hopefully it's cumulative, because I'm only on Service Pack 1. Okay, I don't need any of that. Okay, how do I get this going? By the way, I've been doing a lot of troubleshooting on Google for all this NT4 related stuff. And it never fails. Whenever I do troubleshooting Google searches for older OSs like this, I always find this one answer. Why are you still using such an old OS? Upgrade to Windows XP or Windows 7 or Vista. You get the picture. Okay, don't need to back up any files. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Maybe it won't take too long to install. And maybe this will be our ticket to getting our Sound Blaster working. Which is still kind of weird. Alright, we'll give this another shot. Presumably we're on Service Pack 6 now. I'd especially like to get the sound card working because Windows NT 4, despite all the hate I'm giving it, has one of the best startup and shutdown sounds I've ever heard on a Windows release. So I'd love to be able to hear it. Okay, I don't know if we're on Service Pack 6 or not. Yep, looks like we are. So, let's see if we can make an attempt at that Sound Blaster again. Console? Yes, I do need a lot of consoling right now. Drivers... 16, WinNT. Yeah, use the current. Well, I think I'm out of ideas. We got everything working but the sound card. And I wish I knew why the sound card won't work. No matter what I do, it just gives me that same error that the port is being used by another something else on the system. And it just doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. You see, this is why I highly suggest, if you're going to use an older version of NT, just go to Windows 2000. It is so much nicer. It is so much nicer. Everything works. You have a proper device manager. You have proper plug and play. And we didn't even get to hear the startup sound. Well, at least we can look at the wallpaper. And I was hoping to try some gaming on here, but without a sound card, that's just not doable. Well, I guess we can try one game. 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Won't have sound, but we can play it, kind of. Silent Space Cadet. So much fun. had a feeling installing NT4 would be a pain in the neck. And I was right. Again, if you want an NT experience, go with 2000 or maybe even XP if you have the power. It's just, I just don't really care for this. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe someone can help me with this. Maybe we can have a part 2 where we actually get this working. I'll keep this installation on this SD card just in case. But I think I'm going to go back to 95, 98, ME, and 2000 and MS-DOS for this computer. NT4 is just not a good idea. Well, there you have it. Windows NT4. Silent Windows NT4, I should say. Well, despite the sound card failure, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may also support me on Patreon if you would like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.